Welcome to class, another episode of Ask the Teacher with Teacher Teresa Simon. And today, I'm coming to you from Mamlaka TV studios. That's why you have the honor of having someone ask the questions on your behalf. What is today's question?
Do we stand a chance to reset societal norms and values from Gen Z or Generation Z and the upcoming Generation Alpha?
Wow, this sounds like a question that is coming from a very concerned parent, most probably Generation X or Generation Y, wondering what has happened to Generation X, and wondering if it is possible for us to reset societal norms and values for Gen Z and Generation Alpha, so that they can be something almost near what the Generation X and Generation Y had. Allow me to say that culture is dynamic. Things keep changing. But also, like someone said, the things change, the more things change, the more they remain the same. So is there a possibility that we can be able to reroute Gen Z and Generation Alpha to be more like Gen X? Allow me to say this: no. These kids are living at a different time. Their way of seeing things is different. Their thinking is global. And so what concerns them is global. Whereas Generation X and Generation Y will be concerned about dressing and protocols and other things, Gen Z at the place of work, Gen Z is concerned about production. So as long as something does not affect production, then it doesn't affect them. So what needs to happen is that the parents of Gen Z and Generation Alpha have to work on cultivating the values they would want to see. The only thing that can be done is that we can pass over values. We can pass on values to these children, but we cannot reset the societal norms and values. That train left the station the time the internet became available to everyone. And so only at your home and in your small society, maybe in your school or in your church, that is the only place you can start figuring out how to pass on the values you want to see in that generation. But resetting the whole generation, that is a practical impossibility. Or like a friend of mine says, that is impossible. It is impossible and cannot be done. But at individual level, at family level, at institutional level, we can talk to Gen Z and Generation Alpha about the things that we value. Pass on the values without trying to reset the norms. If we are talking about the dressing, let them dress nicely, not necessarily the way we dressed. As long as they meet the threshold of dressing, which is covering nakedness, let them be. We cannot reset the norms, but we can pass on values, and values are passed in relationships. Values are not taught, values are caught. So the parents of generations of Gen Z and Generation Alpha, relate with your children in a way they can catch the values. Forget about resetting norms. You can't. That train already left the station. That's what the teacher has to say.